Foretrosake here. Let's jump on into some Animal Crossing today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a pretty nice day here. Most days are pretty nice whenever you get a chance to play some Animal Chill Crossing. I don't know much of a game that holds a candle to Animal Crossing in the chill category. This is a game where you don't really lose unless you come across a tarantula or a scorpion. And Isabel's just always so happy to see you. Just puts a smile on my face. Good evening, everyone. Right now in Southtown, it's 10:31. Now for today's announcements. Tomorrow, Southtown bids a fond farewell to our dear friend Canberra. Oh, bye, Canberra. It's hard to say goodbye, but we wish her luck on her next big adventure. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know it was a her. So, sorry to see you. Sorry if I gave you gifts that were not really your appeal. Be sure to stop by for one last chat before she leaves. Maybe bring some tissues. It's gonna be a sad day. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you in your enjoyment of our island. Thank you, Isabel, for your time. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Share it with someone that you might think would like seeing some Animal Crossing played all odd hours. I've had quite a bit of changes and additions since I played last, which I believe was the end of March. We'll go ahead and put this flimsy net away so we can see what we're doing. This tree is right up front because it was a money tree. I wasn't completely aware that the money trees were done by digging up the money out of the ground and then putting it right back into the ground. So I learned that, and now I've had trees just pop up all over everywhere. I saw these clothes for sale and couldn't pass them up. I used to wear this kind of thing all the time back in my wild days, and low-key still do sometimes. And I'd bet it'd be look rockin' on you. Well, thanks, Plucky. Always got my back. One of my new additions would be my sword on my back there. Pretty fond of that sword. Oh, well, there would be one of those money spots that I was talking about. So, just go ahead and show doing that. You just dig it up. Look back at the hole again. Put that money right back in the hole. And look, it grows a tree. So in a couple of days, it should sprout some money for me. Not too bad at all. Pretty happy about that. Free 2,000 bells because it gave me originally 1,000 bells. And then I went and put those 1,000 bells right back in the ground. And it will sprout me 3,000 bells. 3,000 bell bags will be coming from that. So well, it looks like we have a harvest day. So this should be mildly interesting because you'll get to see all of my island and all of the different trees that I have all over and to pick up fruit from. Just put out my surfboard out here. Pretty happy about that. And as you can see, I've got my ice cream lamp down there at the bottom. My children, when they saw this, said, I already have that. So it was a short-lived enjoyment. Thought that I had got something that my kids didn't have. It's about Bowser time right now. It's late, so it's about the Bowser hour. Fireflies are new now. taken one to Blathers and bought a couple and sold them. They didn't really bring me in too much, so nothing really there as far as large value. There's been some new bugs on the trees, as you can see there in the top corner. I'm going to go ahead and try to scoop him up because I haven't seen this one yet. Success. Caught a drone beetle. So I did actually get that one. I found him the other day on a coconut tree. I just thought, due to the fact that he was on this tree in here, that maybe it was different, but just another drone beetle. I thought it would have more propellers. I don't know who writes the comedy lines for Animal Crossing, but I enjoy their humor. Maybe comment down below. Let me know what you think about the humor that is put in throughout the comments. One of the... I guess I'll pick up that. Bunch of weeds there. One of the things that recently new to me, not so much new to the game or anything, but just new to my gameplay, has been the cliff design. Also, what is the island designer? You can make cliffs of your own. I've found that if you're already on a 2-story cliff, making a 3rd story really is non-useful because you can't get up there. So making the cliff is okay, but it doesn't really pay to any advantage at all, because what I was going to do was you pick up these gyroid fragments and they're okay. I just don't completely understand their purpose. These guys right here, I don't understand their purpose. So a lot of times I end up with them all over and I don't really know where to put them. So on the other side of the island, I made some cliffs and I started putting them. I'm gonna go ahead and put that thing away because that's mildly annoying, swinging it every time whenever I don't mean to. I started building the cliffs thinking that I would put them on top of the cliffs, and as long as it's a single or double level cliff that you design, you can put them up there. But you really need the real estate to be able to do something like that, because there's really nowhere to build your own cliffs that large without taking up a lot of your own land as it is. So still haven't found any apples, so it'd be really stellar if somebody in the comments just told me how I could find the apples, because that would be a accomplishment nonetheless. This would be some of the cliffs that I built. I don't really feel like they're that useful for me because they're kind of in the way right now. Like, yes, they collected that area there, but I can't see anything now, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to pick up some of the fruit and things like that whenever stuff in the way. That would be a money tree right there that I planted the other day. I assume that this was a fossil. I'm sure that you saw the star down here that I didn't get. I'll go back to it. I thought that I didn't have enough space and I wasn't going to bother with it, but I'll go ahead and get it now since I got to go over to Blathers anyways. That's one of the most tedious parts of the entire game, is picking up fossils to have Blathers assess them, all for Blathers to tell you that, dude, you're on top of it, you've been doing so much, I already have it here, I can't keep it. He hands it right back to you. Then you got to go and take it to Nook's Cranny and sell it. So it's just one of my pet peeves about the game itself, but I also understand that they keep you in the game quite a bit. Another game that I was playing on the Nintendo Switch was a game called Bladed Fury. And if you're not familiar with the game, you are a samurai princess. Her father has been murdered. Everyone blames you in the game. And you're out to prove your innocence and to find out who actually murdered your father. I can say that the game was fun. It had its moments where it would say that an error occurred and it would shut down the entirety of the game. Comment down below if you've had that happen to you and how often you've had that happen to you. This was on my OLED. The Animal Crossings that I'm playing right now is on my original Nintendo Switch, one of the very first releases that came out. And on that model, the OLED model, it was one of the very first OLED models that came out. But I've never really had too many games crash on my older model. So I don't know if it's just something with the OLEDs or if it's just something with that particular game. But it is a annoyance, to say the least. Very annoying to have the game crash on you mid-gameplay. And sometimes, like a game that I'm playing right now, which is called Archvale, when it crashes, if you weren't to an area where you had already done a save, some of the parts in that game, because I'm playing it on hard mode, some of the parts in that game are so difficult that if you were to have to go back, you might understand if you've played it once even, or watched a video of it. That is a game where when you die, you die and you die and you die and you die a lot in that game. And I might just be alone in that. I might just die a lot because I'm not as good. I am not a professional gamer. I just really enjoy playing the games. But given that I die so often in the game, to have the game crash on you while playing makes it very difficult to enjoy the game. Now, Bladed Fury was a great game, and I had a lot of fun playing it. I think it said that I beat it in like 6 hours, I believe is what it said. I'd have to go back and look at it again, but I highly recommend that game, Bladed Fury. And if you've never played Archvale, Archvale is a game where you're what I believe is a knight. I'll have to look back at that. Don't hold me to that. But it's a bullet game where you're constantly dodging bullets and shooting different weaponry. It's got a small element of RPG to it, so you can upgrade your weaponry. You can definitely die a lot based on the fact of not knowing a certain weapon works better than, say, the weapon that you're using or haven't collected yet. Certain armor, helmets, body armor, and rings, like a sapphire ring, increase your damage, your magic, your melee. I gotta show you this real quick. This is one of my favorite things that I added into my... I didn't realize that this did this. So if you have a tube and you set up another green pipe, it will transport you to wherever you have that other green pipe set up. And I have the other green pipe over here. It's just not... It's not to my advantage to be able to get to all my fruit from there. I mean, I can still get to it, but how awesome. Like, the Mario element thrown in there, I just absolutely adore. I obviously got some wheat since last time playing, and I've made flour with that wheat. With that flour, made a couple of different entrees. Anyone that knows me outside of the video game world knows that I do love cooking, and I do love making different recipes, so it is a interesting element in the game to be able to make your own different dishes and then give them to people. Guess I need to see what all's in my pocket. Oh yeah. Well, I knew it was getting close to the closing hour on Nook's Cranny, so I was trying to not go to Blathers. As many of you know, Blathers is very long-winded. He can have quite a bit of conversation with you, so I try not to go to Blathers unless I have the time. But it looks like we're going to go to Blathers next here real quick. Try to... Nope. Sell some stuff. Nope. The summer shells are new right now, and I believe it was Isabel gave me a recipe for a summer shell wreath, I believe it is. So, be doing that sometime here soon. I'm going to go check these fossils with Blathers right now, and hopefully he has not received some of them yet. I've also put down some paths. My paths aren't complete yet because I was just figuring out how to do it. So I will be trying to complete those paths here sometime soon. If you're not aware of this, I started playing this game mostly because my daughters wanted to play this game, and I didn't know anything of it. So my time in it has increased because, first and foremost, it is a fun game. And secondly, because a lot of times I'm helping my daughters with theirs, and I'll be in their game instead of mine. So I try to keep up on mine, but it doesn't always work out that way. So, of course, Blathers gave it back to me. See if he has already received this one as well. Already did that. I have quite a bit of fossils in there. I know I said last time that I would go through my museum with you all, and I will be doing that here soon. If you weren't aware, May 18th through May 31st was Museum Day. Museum Day was May 18th, but I guess I can go ahead and still collect stuff. If you walk through your museum, you would collect stamps from different stations, and after collecting 3 stamps in each area, you would go to Blathers, and at that time, you would get a plaque for completing that. I don't know where the other one was for that. Some of these trees are too close because, like I said before, I was planting money trees left and right whenever I had the opportunity. And I would love to have time to talk with that friend of mine there, but he's also at Harv's Island, so if I need any special rugs, wallpaper, things of that sort, she's available for those. Alright. Some of the other games that I've been playing on the Switch would be a home fitness game. It's a knockout home fitness. That's been pretty fun. If you're looking for a game where you can get a little workout in and still be playing a video game, that might be the game for you. Now, you will have to have the Nintendo Switch not the light, because you need the Joy-Cons to be able to play the game. But if I'm understanding correctly, the Nintendo Switch Lite does have the ability to dock, and you could buy Joy-Cons, then play it. But that's going to be kind of hefty in price if you're only playing it on the Nintendo Switch Lite, if you're only playing it handheld typically. So that is going to be one of those games that's more for the actual Nintendo Switch. The original Nintendo Switch, I shouldn't say actual. I have a book in my storage there that was a lost item. Need to return to somebody. I found it interesting whenever I found it because typically there's like a little bit of a memo with it and such. And this one this time said, someone lost this. You think? I mean, I don't know any of the other times before that I was given so little of information. But, needless to say, I will find whoever lost it and return it to them. I cut out some of this cliff here, this area here, to make some more room for the Able sisters and all of their clothing. I like going there, seeing some of the clothing. I'm usually not the type of person to be into clothing items in games. I usually don't care unless it affects the gameplay, like as in Archvale, where a better helmet or better armor helps in the game. So it's kind of interesting that I've taken to changing my outfits and such in this game more, because I'm not usually that way. I built this, I started to build this, and this was one of those situations where if you don't remove the trees, you can't keep building the cliff where you want it to. And this was one of the spots that I wanted to have to put some of those gyroid buddies after you put them in the ground, because if you weren't aware of this, when you get the gyroid, what you have to do is you gotta put it in the ground and then water it. And when you water it, it grows the next day into an actual gyroid. I think we're getting close to the end as far as time here for Nook's Cranny. I didn't see what time it said, but I know it's got to be getting close. We'll see what time it is when I walk out. Pretty sure that it's got to be 10:50, 10:54. So I might have just enough time to go get some stuff over here on this side of the island. I started to build some cliffs over here in the corner to put those gyroids up. There's a couple of them up there. It didn't really pay off as well as I wanted it to. I kind of wanted it to be up and out of the way. I'm only one section away from finishing my boxing ring. Pretty happy about that. Got 2 red corners. Still need another blue corner. And then I'll obviously move them to the correct sides. Finding all sorts of fossils, just... I feel like that is the case every time that you're in a hurry. You'll find everything that takes up a grandiose amount of time. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here reflecting about how Canberra's going to be gone. And how I just found out that she's a female. Just kidding. Really interesting to have some of the characters leave. What's up, Rodney? Guess what, Dre? I got something for you. Oh, even better. There's another striped shirt. Tunic tank. Well, thanks, man. I'm excited. Now, would he be upset if I went and sold that thing right away? I'm just kidding. I keep all the clothes just based on the fact that I don't want to have to go buy them, so especially if I get them free. Like, I have 2 sets of coveralls, but they're different colors, so I guess it's worth keeping. I don't know why you get painting coveralls and you never paint. I don't know if you noticed this in the game, but there's no painting. There's wallpapering. That's about it. There's no painting involved in this game, so kind of interesting that they have painter coveralls. Go ahead and check that so we can get it out of the way. Pause this if you want to read it. Tall garden rock. Hopefully that's something I can use. Just trying to collect as much as I can before it's closing hours. Then we're going to take a little boat ride. I don't know that I have enough time to go to Blathers, but I might as well since I already have 3. One of those guys. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop him. Okay. I don't want to drop him so I can't see him. Illuminoid. Put this away. I'm going to run out of time here. Pretty sure he sat on my... Yeah, he sat on my orange. Whenever I was on Harv's Island, there is now a bunch of different vendors. And one of the vendors offered to clean up my weeds for me. The only thing is that she offered to clean up my weeds for 100,000 bells. At 100,000 bells, I would hope that my whole entire area is covered. Because I don't know how that's worth it. Like, the only reason I'm rushing to sell all of this right now is that if I do need the money for anything that comes up here, I want to be able to have the cash instead of waiting till the end of the month. Because, as you all know, we made the hat goal, the glasses goal, and the vest goal. So, I need those memberships so we can bring in bigger tips. Sooner the better. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I need you to wake up and start tipping more, because the business is suffering because of all these new memberships and nobody wants to tip anymore. I think we're about done with... Nope. Oh yeah, they're kicking me out right now. Like, nothing like, we appreciate your business, but get lost. Well, it was nice knowing you, Tommy and Timmy. Go see Blathers. Get rid of some fossils. Then we'll go take a little boat ride. Yeah, stop staring at me, Blathers. Come on. Yeah, let's do this. I'll add a little tag right here, just so you know. My last game that I played was the Jungle Book. If you would check that out, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're wondering about the comment that I just made about the glasses goal, the hat goal, and the vest goal, check out this video right now too. That one's interesting. I like to play and have fun in all sorts of different ways. Some of the best jokes are the jokes that you don't understand until you understand them. And then you're like, man, wish I would have been part of that joke before. My vest, my hat, my glasses are all mostly a joke. Although my glasses are useful, these are colorblind glasses if you're new to the channel. So I like to let everybody know there are some reasons and purposes behind the stuff that I wear. And some is just to poke a little fun. We all need a little poking of fun here and there. Yeah, T-Rex tail. I'm done with T-Rex. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm fine now. Jolly good. I'm gonna start saying that more often. Jolly good. Everything's a little jolly good today. Well, I got myself a little coconut palm tree there. Get us some pears. Collect up any fruit left here. Then we'll go on that aforementioned boat ride that I was talking about. I kind of wish that Animal Crossing had like a zoom out overview of your island so you could have an idea of everything that was going on. Now, if you were to visit someone else's island or have someone visit your island, they kind of do a little overview and you're outside waving. That's fun. My kiddos have me do that quite often. They like to swap and trade items. Pretty sure we got everything up here. I'm going to check one more time because I feel like I might have missed something on this side, but I could be wrong. There, we got some stuff. It wasn't on that side, but it was up in this area. Yeah, that didn't really help. So this would be the area where I decided to build on. And then I realized after building it all that I couldn't even get up there. It says that it's pretty high, I think is what it says. We'll take a look and see what he says. It's dangerous to climb any higher. So, not too sure what I'm going to do with that area because it seems kind of pointless now. I mean, I can't even put anything up there. Just a bunch of land being taken up. So, these are not ready. Let's see if I have anything else that I need to collect. And then we'll go on a little boat ride together. I really do appreciate you watching this video. If you're enjoying the video, make sure that you share it with someone else and let them know. Here at Foretrosake, we play a lot of retro games, but I dabble every once in a while in different games. I have a playthrough online of Halo. I have some online play of my PS5. I'm trying to think of what else that I have that's not really retro. Oh, I played Hot Wheels. That was a lot of fun. It was a great game. But most of my run-throughs are retro games, and I don't always play them to beat them. Some of them I just play to play a little bit through it, see how far I can get. Because, as I said before, I'm not a gaming pro. I would appreciate to be, but I am not. That's another gyroid fragment there, so I'm gonna leave that be. Kind of getting to the point to where I'm gonna have to just take these home. I want to get rid of anything in my pockets that I don't really need, because on this boat ride we're gonna have the opportunity, hopefully, to get some apples. I'm gonna tell you right now that if we find some apples, this is no longer going to be a chill stream. This is gonna be a me throwing my hands in the air like I just don't care. You just don't care. Put that in storage. Put that in storage. Move that up there. Put that in storage. What else don't we need? I wish that I would have found... Oh, the pants. I wish I would have found the owner for that book. But, you know, to do that, you would have to talk to people. And I only spoke to Rodney, so... Didn't actually ask him if this was his book or not. Well, Plucky's here to visit. Maybe I can ask her if this is her book. Come on in, Pluck. What's up, Chicky Poo? She brought me an orange too. That's awfully kind of her. I kind of wanted to ask you a question. Yeah, let's play a game. High card, low card. We all know how bad I am at this. A 6. So what do you all think? High or low? Well, the votes are in. I'm supposed to go with low. All right. That's what we'll do. Wah, 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 wah. Well, if I ever ended up on Price is Right, we know how it would go. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you all my basement while Plucky's here. Maybe she'll follow me down. We now have a basement. I haven't put a lot in here because I just haven't had the time, but check out this scenery. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Like, the clouds are moving. I absolutely love that. Like, it's just so cool. Alright, let's go back upstairs, see what Plucky's doing. She's stealing my stuff. Plucking what she wants. Oh, well that's great. We'll go upstairs also, because I don't know that I've shown you my upstairs here. This is a mess right now. Just kind of stuff everywhere, but I love the flooring. My girls told me that my tub must have overflowed, realizing that it was a riverbed. Got my AC on. It's real hot out now. Got my hospital bed for whenever I'm ready to die. If the day comes, I'm already prepared. Be interesting if Animal Crossing's allowed, like a hospital or something. Alright, later. Anytime, Plucky. You're always welcome at my house. See ya. I guess while we're at it, we'll go over here real quick and look at my other room that I have on the side. So I'm pretty sure I didn't have that last time. This would be my kitchen and jam-in session area. Well, I guess I can't really get to my guitar right now. This is where I can cook up some mad meals. And if I want to steer the ship in a different direction for a little while. I was asked about my baby bed with my football in it. My football is my baby. No other babies in this house. That's always exciting. Rabbit in the hat there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take that joyous boat ride that I was talking about. I think I have everything out of my pockets that I don't need. And then we're going to wrap it up. Pretty enjoyable time here at Foretrosake. All right, little guy. What do you say? I like my flowers and I like some of the decorations there, but at the same time, it kind of gets old whenever you have to run around everything to get to where you want to go. Let's take a little boat ride. Yeah, I'm ready to take a tour. Let's do it. 1,000 miles? Let's do it! Sign me up. He don't even have a phone. Just saying. He just gets Venmo'd the miles. I love that I can clap here. And then some words of wisdom here. Reach for your dreams. I'll do my best. Well done. Well done. I don't know about y'all, but I love that part of the game. It's very, very soothing. And it's interesting to hear what he has to say. So what happens here is you just get shipped off to another island. It's a deserted island. So they pretty much let you know right away that you're not going to see anybody or anything. But you have the opportunity to pick up things that you wouldn't normally find. That would be the glowing moss. I've been collecting the glowing moss on the different islands that I go to, but I haven't really had anything that I've needed the glowing moss for. So it's interesting to come to each different island and see what that particular island has to offer. I've really been holding out for an apple island, but it just hasn't happened. Just doesn't seem to be in the cards for me. Wow, that was a big jump. I've never seen him jump that big of an area before, so we'll go ahead and go down here and see if there's anything off to the... Doesn't seem so. So this was Coconut Island. Don't know if there's anything around back. Nope. I'll go ahead and... I thought I had a stone axe. Okay. See if I can't find myself some gold. Wow. Swing and a miss. Gold. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. No gold. I don't think I need any more stones. Oh, I guess I can take them though. I built my archway coming into my island from the stones. So there is an advantage to picking them all up anytime that you can get them. I haven't had to build too many things with clay. I'm sure that's my own fault. I'm sure if I tried, I'd have something that I needed the clay for. I'm going to pick up all the glowing moss, and who knows, maybe it'll be worth something someday. No, just go ahead and jump on over there, wee feller. The islands here are where you usually find the gyroid fragments as well. So that X marks the spot there, little star spot. That's going to be a gyroid fragment. We'll go ahead and dig that up, even though I don't know what's with the controller today, going back and forth. I don't really care for them, because I haven't found their real purpose or anything in the game. I'm sure there's some kind of value to them. I just haven't found it yet, that's all. I probably should have just picked up the coconut that was up there and everything, but I at first couldn't remember how many pocket spots I had open, so I'm going to pick these up. Go back up here. I would say to pick up any of the vines that you can, because I don't know exactly where you find them anywhere else, and you can use them for your island to get up on any spots that you would like an easier way to get up to them instead of having to pay the like 200,000 bells, or I guess the cheapest one is 90,000 bells. And they come in handy. I mean, your ladder is nice, but on your own island, whenever you just want to throw up an area for other people to be able to get up into, it's cheaper and easier than the ladder. Cheaper as in it's free. It's right here. We found a message in a bottle. We'll check that out real quick. Go ahead and pause if you want to read this. So, a good reason to pick up the glowing moss, because now I can make a glowing moss jar. Every once in a while, the benefits to all of that is that Tommy and Timmy will say that the hot item for the day is a particular item that you normally just wouldn't make or have. And the advantage to picking up different items everywhere is that now you will be able to just make it anytime that they say that it's the hot ticket item. I was really hoping for some gold, and I didn't get it. So this island wasn't a complete bust, but I also didn't find my apples, so boo, boo-hoo. I guess I didn't need to take that yet, but we'll be okay. We can get back up here. So he doesn't want to jump that area, but he was willing to jump this area. Interesting little guy. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of his fake stash and glasses. I feel like we're almost done here. We've taken what we can from the land. Time to go back home. We'll listen to the song on the way back, and then I think we're going to wrap it up here at Foretrosake. Watchy step. Ahoy! Sleeps much better when me family's all home. Having them near gives me peace in me big dome. In me big dome. Very nice. I appreciated that. All right. Well, Foretrosake here. This has been Animal Crossing. A little update on where I'm at and how much I've accomplished. I appreciate you coming along with me and enjoying the Animal Crossing fun. Chill time here. Foretrosake here. Have a great day.